So the Fire Stick, the Fire TV stick, the amount of comments, the amount of posts, the amount of replies I get to things. Why are you bothering? Why are you wasting your time? Just get rid of it. Go and buy an on box. Go and buy a Chinese box. Go buy an Android box. Get yourself an Nvidia Shield. Well, the reason we continue is because hundreds of thousands of people have Fire Sticks and Fire TV devices, and they don't just want to go out the door because they've spent money on a Fire Stick and go and spend £200 on an Nvidia Shield for one, just to do the same thing a Fire Stick does. One, they don't want to just the device they've bought go and buy a £40 Android box on top of that, because when that Android box things change, they can't just swap to another device. We continue because so many people have these, and we want to try and help as much as we can. And if you're after that help for your Fire Stick, your Fire TV device, I recommend hitting that follow button, watch until the end of this video, and stay in here. So, your Fire Stick is not dead. The Fire Stick still works the same as it's always worked. Actually, they're working really well at the moment. Yes, there's the odd blocked app, but there's always the odd blocked app on all devices, and there's always been the odd blocked app on Android TV devices and Nvidia Shields, all these devices for the last as many years as I can remember. I've been doing this now probably 10 plus years, covering streaming apps. We've gone through phases of really high in the Kodi scene. We've gone through phases really high as certain apps come through. We've gone through shutdowns from, you know, stupid amounts of add-ons to people like TV add-ons who've pretty much sold everybody out. You go through waves where companies buy out companies, IPTV get taken down, and people's user data gets released. It happens week in, week out, month in, month out, and we continue. So, the first thing you're going to do for anything, if you haven't already, is make sure you're running yourself a VPN. It just makes sense. Keep yourself safe, your data safe, your information private, and also open your access to different geolocations, because if something's blocked in one country, it's not always blocked in another country. So if you need one of them, there's a link for the VPN underneath. It's a special discount with a discounted price from today. And you can comment VPN if you need a link as well. So what are we talking about? Apps. 1, 2, 3 are getting blocked. Nope, not on mine. Apps. Getting blocked. What have we got down here? More. All apps, not blocked. So apps are coming up on Firestick. People are getting these warnings. I triggered one, trying to have a look at some apps to download earlier. Okay, app blocked. Move on. My applications. Some people are getting little triangles on their apps. Little triangle warning saying this app is blocked. As a warning, it will be blocked. Remove it now. And I go through. Let's have a little scroll through. No triangle. No triangle. Although if it is a clone. That's an old clone when we were playing with some stuff. No triangle, 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 no triangle. And I'm sure you all recognize some of these applications. And how do we do it? So what do you do? If you get a warning on one app, you don't give up there. You have to sometimes put a little bit of effort in yourselves. You can't be handed everything you need all the time. You just have a little look. Get in some of the groups, get in some of the forums, follow the right channels, ask in the comments, get yourself involved a little bit. Sometimes the old days, actually running your own, the reason I started YouTube was helping people run their own devices and boxes. I never sold anything, but I had to make so many help guides. I started to put them on YouTube to help people out. And that was back with setting up Kodi and things like that, because people asked the questions and it became too easy for people. So it became so easy. Oh, I'll install that app, job done. Cinema HD or whatever it's called, download that one. That's all I need. And people get lazy, really. And they think, oh, it's just going to be hand on the plate. There's a reason these things are free. It's never going to be that simple all the time. And it shouldn't be that simple all the time, because if it was that simple, they're going to get shut down, aren't they? So, recommendations, get yourself looking around. Get yourself a good installer. If you search Firesend, look up Firesend. Firesend itself is a browser. So you can share files from other devices you might have onto Firesend. Let me go down here on here. You can share apps around from your phone. So if you've got an app on your phone which works, you can move on to here. Look at me being bad there. You make sure you got your VPN turned on, unlike me. You can share apps between different rooms. You can use the browser to go online to watch. Say you've got some apps blocked, you can go on the browser and just watch on the website on your Fire Stick if you need to. You can go into rooms if you know any rooms. So you can go in the rooms, enter a room, join a room, upload from your Fire Stick, download on your Fire Stick if you want to. If you want rooms for Have a look on here. If you want rooms of Firesend, there's some here in the suggested rooms. These are from certain members who have shared their rooms. There will be more soon because we actually got rid of VIP. But you've got certain YouTubers' websites. You can just type any of these in to your Firestick. You've got adult ones, you've got doc, you've got DStream One, reputable sources for different things, tools, stores. Have a look on there. So that links underneath for the website for different rooms. And then on the app, you can simply just type them in and join those rooms, okay? My room's there under DOC. Mine's all just legit apps and different websites you can go to. So there is some app stores in there, some media players. You've got all your basic stuff, all your app stores, your tools, even your adult ones if you want them, all into one room. Other things to recommend is having that VPN running. Don't panic when one app gets removed. Just delete it and go and find another one. That's the main thing. Make sure your settings are turning off all the tracking. So settings, preferences, privacy settings, turn these all off. Make sure they can't manage your information from your shared apps. So this is all about third-party sharing. So making it easy to continue watching. Yeah, of course, turn that off. So they're not seeing what you're doing on your third-party apps. Device usage data, we turn that off so they don't know what they're doing as well. Collect app usage data off. Interest-based ads off. Amazon Photos off. Get everything turned off you can. Data usage monitoring is a little bit different because that's where it monitors your consumption. So you might need it, but I turn it off. Get all these things off so the less they can see of you, the less they know. Get it turned off. Have a look on the Amazon website. Turn off cookie consent so they can't see what you're doing. They might be able to stop what you're downloading, but once you've downloaded it, it's very different as well. Again, like I say, my apps are working. Maybe I'm the lucky one, but I have a little look around. I don't just download one source or one app from one place. Most of the things they're blocking is the actual app name itself, same as Play Protect does as well. So it's the package name. Play Protect does the same thing. Play Protect's actually a little bit worse for it because it picks up what other security software does on the internet, and if they flag them, Play Protect will flag them as well. So the only slight difference is with Play Protect, you can ignore it or you can turn it off, and that is probably something Amazon could do with bringing in the future. But yes, of course you can. If you want that option, go out and buy a Nvidia Shield. Do you want to spend a 200 quid? But don't blame me if 6 months down the line, because Google and Android have said they're going to be doing something similar. Don't blame me if that happens and you spend £200 on it. Same with an Android box. If your device you've got works, try and work with it. Use legitimate streaming apps. Ideally, legitimate streaming apps have so much content around the world. We obviously here don't condone third-party streaming. This video here is just an informational video on what's going on and the news around your streaming device. Brilliant. So I've been Dr. Squiffy. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you hit that follow button, and I'll see you soon.